Don't come in late because then I got to go hug you. Let's pray. Holy, I thank you for this day, and I thank you for these people. I thank you that we all came and we all have different needs, different desires, different wants. But as long as we come open and seeking, your Spirit can minister. So open the eyes of our hearts, open us to you, and let us each leave here different than we came. In your many names we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So, Sunday before Turkey Day. It's a big deal in my house. Well, in the house I grew up in, it's a big deal. You start getting ready now. All the preparations are made. You start sending out text messages to the entire clan. What are you bringing? You can't bring that. You don't make it good. The other auntie gonna bring that. Why don't you just go buy the sodas? That's the safest thing for you to get. No kidding. It started last night. But today I wanted to think about Thanksgiving in another way. And one of the best things in the Bible when it comes to Thanksgiving, one of the best stories, is the one you find in Luke chapter 17. It's the 10 lepers. How many know it? Look at y'all. Okay, so for those that don't, let's see. Luke 17, starting with verse 11. It happened that as he made his way toward Jerusalem, he crossed over the border between Samaria and Galilee. As he entered a village, 10 men, all lepers, met him. They kept their distance but raised their voices, calling out, "Jesus, have mercy on us." Taking a good look at them, he said, "Go show yourselves to the priests." They went, and while still on their way, became clean. One of them, when he realized that he was healed, turned around and came back, shouting his gratitude, thanking God. He kneeled at Jesus' feet, so grateful. He couldn't thank him enough, and he was a Samaritan. So the Bible's kind of funny. It always has to point out when it's the Samaritans. And there's a reason for that. Back then, Samaritans were the other. So when Jesus would teach and Samaritans would be the examples, it was because Jesus was saying, y'all quit being stupid now. They belong. They ain't other. But the interesting thing with the lepers, how many of you know what leprosy is? Okay, cool. If not, how many of you have watched zombie movies? I'm trying, girl. I'm trying. Night of the Living Dead. You know that? Maybe? Okay. Anyway, so basically they're walking around and they have this disease and their flesh is like falling off. Exactly. Ooh. And so they're wrapped. They usually have their skin wrapped in some type of bandages. But under Levitical law, and if you want to read all about that, you go to Leviticus chapter 14, I think. Let me see. Nope, Leviticus 2. I lied. One of them. Y'all figure it out. And the rules were that they couldn't be a part of the community. They had to be separate. They had to be kept away from everybody. Now, pay attention. They're sick. They're dying. Probably at their most vulnerable. And instead of keeping them with us and helping them, what are we doing? Pushing them over here. You stay over here. You got cooties. We don't want them. So Jesus is walking, because, that's what they did. They walked. There was no mopeds, no Can-Am spiders, no cars. You used your feet. So Jesus is walking, and he sees them, and they see him. It doesn't say Jesus stops. Jesus is walking. It says they yell, "Help us!" Jesus, being Jesus, go show yourself to the priest. You be fine. So if you're the 10 lepers, you have this condition. This condition leads to death. You ask for help. And the teacher says, go show yourself to the priest. Doesn't come and, oh, bless, let me help you. Doesn't do that. Tells you, go show yourself to the priest. You'll be all right. What do? Do you feel shortchanged? Do you feel like, man, ain't even lay hands on us? What are you talking about? We gonna be okay? we're going to go show up at the priest, and the priest is going to be mean to us again. So they turn and they start walking. And as they're walking, they're healed. So picture it. I sounded like the lady on Golden Girls. Sicily, 1822. So picture it. Here you are, a walking zombie, right? You're walking, you have stuff falling off, everything hurts. You've not been in community in forever. Nobody has loved on you in forever. And here it is again, someone tells you, well, you have to go see the priest. Do you know how many times these people have probably tried to go to the priest? Do you know how many times these people have probably stepped towards the village, hoping the village would just help them a little bit? And they were always, get away. You have a disease, and we can't have it. We can't get it. We're going to pause. Somebody come in. Hey, what up? Hello. We're in Luke chapter 17 talking about the 10 lepers. Do you know the story? No. Okay, quick rundown. 10 lepers, which means basically walking dead people. Skin falling off, open wounds, all that. They haven't been allowed to be a part of the community. And they see Jesus. They ask Jesus to help them. And Jesus tells them to go see the priest. And as they walk away, they're healed. And only one comes back to say thank you. So I was making the point that they've been shut out. They've been neglected. There has been no pastoral counseling given. There's been no emotional support. There's been no visits to a doctor. There's been no visits to a therapist. They've just been out on the outskirts all by themselves going, oh, your ear fell off here. Because only they could touch one another.
Wow.
But everybody they love is in the village. And they're over here. And Jesus says, go to the village and see the priest. Now, if I'm one of the 10, I'm not happy. Because you want me to go somewhere where I've already tried to be, and they've pushed me out repeatedly. If I'm one of the 10, I'm not happy because now I'm having to be vulnerable again. And what happens, because as they're walking, they're looking down, and like, my legs sort of closed up. What you got going on? Oh, look, your toe grew back. And they're like freaking. So they're thinking when we get there, you know what they're going to say? They're going to say we have practiced some kind of dark magic. What's done happened? How did this happen? And then we're going to say some dude named Jesus. And then that's going to be bad because we've been hearing the stories. We know. Now I'm making all this up. This isn't recorded. I'm just guessing what I would say if I were one of them. And I would be scared when I got to the gate. Because if I get to the gate and I've been on the outside for so long, why should I trust these people to let me in? Even if my ear did grow back. Even if everything is closed up and healed up. You want me to trust people who pushed me over there and told me I didn't belong. How? So they go, and the only part we know for sure is that one looked down, realized he was healed, and ran back. And when he ran back, it was just, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you because what was broken is now fixed. Thank you because what was holding me back and keeping me from being able to be with my family is now gone. Thank you because in all of my mess, you saw me. Because it was a messy situation, leprosy. And in all of the mess, all of the chaos, Jesus saw them. But only one must have really seen Jesus. Because only one came back. Where are the other 9? So if it's me and you and you and you and you and you and you, and we go, and all of us are healed, and only one goes back, which one of us is it? Are you going back or am I going back? Probably me, right? Because I'm going to run past you. Because Johnny will be like, we don't walk this far. No, you want to go back. And I can say this because went on vacation with Joni and her feet hurt quickly. And she's like, golly, if this line line don't hurry up and move. Shoney's fun. So one came back. Now, think about what the thank you was. The thank you wasn't necessarily only about this. The thank you was more. So see, a lot of us, we have issues that aren't seen on the outside. We have cracked up, busted up places on the inside that Band-Aids can't get to. And holy, no matter what name you know holy by, holy is like, hey, I see you. Need some help with that? I can help. I think part of the thank you was thank you for delivering me from my mess. So let me break it down to Christy level now. I grew up in a church, a Pentecostal church. And in the Pentecostal church, I didn't belong if I was going to be a lesbian. I didn't fit. I had to get out. And they were kind of rude about it. And there were other things that if you had any of that, you weren't allowed in there either. So if they found out you liked a little bit of alcohol, no, you don't belong. But apparently premarital sex as a teenage boy, that was acceptable. But girls, y'all couldn't do nothing. Because then that was bad. And my church taught me very bad things. It taught me that God was someone to fear. God was an angry God. And if I'm really honest, what they taught me was God was an angry white man God that was just waiting to smack me for every little thing. So y'all, if I'm a leper now, I'm thankful because I was delivered from that church. Amen. I'm thankful because I was shown who holy really is. I'm thankful because Jesus saw me. And the Spirit said, open your eyes and see me. That's right. And everything changed. It was no longer about being excluded. It was about being included. It was no longer about your shortcomings and all the crap you need to fix before holy can love you. It was about bring it all. All the cracks, all the bruises, all the upsets, all the heartbreaks, all the times the village disappointed you, the priest disappointed you, everybody disappointed you. Just bring it all, because I don't need you to be perfect like we said last week.
All right.
I just need you to be open. So if I'm a leper, I'm running back and going, thank you, thank you, thank you for delivering me from the bruises and the pain inflicted by the church of my origin. Thanksgiving, it's not just about saying thank you on Thanksgiving. I'm thankful every day that I found you guys, that I found MCC, that I found a place where I belong. All of me. I'm thankful every day for a spouse who supports me, even when she does not understand why I want to be a pastor. She's like, I'm a pagan and this mess don't make no sense to me, but I'm with you. Come on.
That's right.
I'm thankful that I have a job. I'm thankful that I have the ability to do for others. And I'm thankful that even when I mess up, y'all come and love on me, except for Travis, who says stuff. But the rest of y'all come and love on me. And y'all tell me, you know what, you're doing good. You keep trying. We're going to get through this together. And I'm like, look at you parroting back what I said to you. It's funny how we do that. So 10 lepers, all healed, one came back. In this room, if we're honest, every single one of us are a leper. No, we don't have body parts falling off, hopefully.
That's what you think.
Unless we pay to have them removed, and then that's different. But we all have stuff that was holding us back, that had us bound, that seeing holy in holy's light, in whatever ways we recognize holy, made us go, wow. So now is when I'm going to turn it over to you. I don't want to be the only one running back saying thank you. So what are you thankful for? Anybody want to share? Joni just went, oh God, she did that thing. You'll share. What are you thankful for?
I am very thankful that God got me out of a very dark situation with work, and I am in a much happier place now.
Yay, God. Hold up before you talk. Could y'all all hear Levette? Or do I need to tell y'all what they say as they say it? Y'all heard them?
I heard her.
Okay, cool. As long as Travis hears us, we're good.
I'm old.
Because Travis in the back.
Okay, your turn.
I'm thankful for God, and I'm thankful for my home. I'm thankful for my mom and my dad. And I'm thankful for my food.
Food, girl. You and your mama's daughter. Food. You want to play? You want me to skip you? Skip. You want me to skip you, introvert? Or you got something to be thankful for? Nothing? You sure? You got 2 children named Jacob and Ella. Are you sure you have nothing to be thankful for? Play it, skip it.
That's too much.
I'm thankful I'm not all the way blind yet.
Me too. Playing or skipping?
I'm very thankful for you because this week has been extremely rough, and this sermon and the words that you've spoken to me over the week have gotten me to that place of running back and saying thank you.
Playing or skipping? All right. See, the new people play with us.
I'm thankful that I got a job offer. I'm also thankful for friends and community.
Yes.
To be here.
That's right.
Friends that keep me and don't push me out.
Yeah.
Playing or skipping?
Oh yeah, I'm thankful for my chosen family here.
Yeah.
Sometimes they the best ones,
That's right.
and they cook better than the real ones.
Yeah.
That's why we have after Thanksgiving pig out. Yeah. You're playing now? Okay.
Thankful for family, God, football.
Woo!
Football.
I'm with you. That's a good, thankful thing. And Turkey weekend is a good weekend for football.
Yeah.
Playing or skipping?
Playing.
Okay.
I'm thankful for everything, including God.
Playing or skipping? Skipping. Playing or skipping?
I'm thankful for being in my right mind
Amen.
and for my
Yes.
wife here.
Yes.
Amen.
Oh, wait. We supposed to be in our right mind? Y'all might better pray for your preacher. Playing or skipping?
Okay. I'm thankful for just being alive and my life not going down the wrong path and finding somebody who loves me for me completely.
Playing or skipping?
Playing.
I know you are, but I'm asking everybody.
Thankful that God takes fear away. I was riding home. I live out in the country, and my wife works nights, so I go home to nothing. And I used to get a little scared, but I haven't been scared in so long. And it didn't hit me till the other night. I kind of had a little bit of fear, and I was like, God, this hadn't hit me in years. And I'm just thankful.
Playing or skipping?
Playing. I'm just thankful for the people in my life.
Amen.
Playing or skipping?
I'll play. I'm really glad that I am just surrounded by positivity and support so much. I was not with a great group of people a couple years ago, and just every evening I'd be like, oh Lord, God help me. Well, the Lord heard me because I am in a much better place now.
Yeah.
Good. Playing or skipping?
I'm thankful for you.
Yes.
Oh,
Don't be making me cry here.
Oh.
Playing or skipping?
Man.
You got a lot. You better.
Yes.
Let's just sit down and give you the floor.
Yes, take a seat. I'm thankful for God sparing my life this year.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
I'm thankful for Him being with me in this time because I get depressed a lot, and I'm trying to learn to deal with it. I'm thankful for my family for supporting me. I'm thankful for my church family for supporting me. I'm thankful for my mom and my sister. They helped me a whole lot. So I'm thanking Him for everything He's done because He has done a lot for me this year.
Playing or skipping?
Play.
Okay. Look at there. Woo! We got a professional in the house.
I'm thankful for water,
even though it had no flavor. I like games, football, and life.
Good job. Playing or skipping?
I'll play. I'm really thankful for the amount of love I have in life, because a lot of people don't have that, and I feel like I have an abundance of it just in every aspect of my life. So,
Playing or skipping? Skipping. Playing or skipping?
I'm playing. Well, I'm thankful for everything. I'm thankful that I have a good job.
Amen.
I'm thankful for my biological family. I'm thankful for my chosen family. I'm just thankful that I have everything I need in my life.
Amen.
Skipping, playing?
I'll play.
Okay.
I'm just thankful to be here.
Amen.
You don't remember my list? Okay, so I'll just do a short one. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for every single one of you. Because as you were saying what you were thankful for, I felt a little bit like the Grinch cartoon. Which sounds bad when you're the pastor, but trust me, my heart's already big, but as I'm listening to you say the things you're thankful for, I feel everything swelling up. And I just feel so much love from all of you and the way you express yourselves. And I'm thankful for a community that lets us express ourselves.
That's right.
Using our own languages. You know, Kay said God and he and him, and other people didn't say God or didn't use pronouns for God. And I love that that's who we are. We leave room and we just love each other. And when we mess up, we call each other on it sometimes on video. See how I'm not quitting that? And
It's okay.
but we still love one another. And we still show up for each other. And we still try to do the right things. And we keep coming back and saying, I might not understand it all, but I'm open. So Spirit, have your way. Open the eyes of my heart. And I'm thankful that when I call, Holy hears me.
Amen.
And that when you call, Holy hears you.
That's right.
And on that note, Psalm 107, 6-8. In your desperate condition, you called out to God. And God got you out in the nick of time. So thank God for their marvelous love. Thank God for their marvelous, never-ending, never running, never quitting love that brings all of us together and helps us be a family. And all the people said,
Amen.